All right, so here's the video for the second part of 122, which is just a very important cybersecurity feature is to be able to search through your computer. One thing you want to be able to find is hidden and encrypted files. Well, hiding files is a good way for bad people to get stuff on your computer. So if I go in here to 122 files, one thing that's in here, I said turn on file name extensions, but something else you should click on always is find hidden items. Look at that. Sneaky little snake. There's a secret file. So you can look at the properties of it. You can see how it's clicked as hidden. You can do that to any file. Like I could hide this one. If I right click on it or double finger click, I can make it hidden. Now it's gone if I hit apply. I'm not going to. Something else, so that's one way they can hide files. If they do something and want to sneakily hide it on your computer. What else? Oh, under properties, you can also go to advanced and encrypt your data. Basically, when you hit that button, it's a very strong encryption. Like a lot of encryptions can eventually be hacked. This encryption will make the file so only a person with this computer can open it. So if I encrypted this file, let me click it. I'll go ahead and encrypt it and hit apply. This folder only. So I encrypted it. Ignore this. Even if I emailed this file to someone else or took it on a flash drive, it cannot be opened by another computer because the encryption is based off of a random number created off of this hard drive. And if you don't have this hard drive, then it won't find the random number. So if I take it to any computer or if I switch out the hard drive, it won't ever be able to open it again. Which is not, that's why that warning popped up, because you could save it somewhere, but, that's kind of dangerous. The point of it is you lock it down. So anyway, that's a technique to basically protect your files. So if I had something that was really sensitive information and I encrypted on this computer, even if a hacker came and took my file and didn't know it was encrypted, if they took it on a flash drive and took it home, they wouldn't be able to get into it. So that's something. Anyway, sometimes people disguise their data by encrypting it. So I just did that part. But the real thing I care about is you being good at searching. So if we go to our File Explorer, so first thing we're going to do is, that turned green, is go into this thing, into the info, and I'm going to go to home, make a new folder, call it like my storage. And then, so you can create folders. I went to home, I did that. It also wants you to make a new document, which is called my first file. So I can go in here, I can go to home, new item, text document. So I'm going to say my first file. So we can make those. The reason we're doing that is we're going to use a search feature to see when stuff was made. See how these are older, these are modified or created on those days. So now it's time for the search bar. So if we use this search bar here, we can type whatever we want to search for. So I do this all the time on my computer because I have stuff, in different folders. So if you go here and type in it doesn't have to be capitalized. It'll find any capital. See how it found my storage, my first file. You could type in info, right? I thought this folder was called info. You can call 122. Oh, we're in info. Okay. So if I want to search my whole computer, I guess that matters. You want to get all the way out to if you want to check your whole computer, I don't want to just be an activities file. I want to open up a normal window. and that's where I want to do my searches. So it's pretty big though. Let's see, I did info. Searches through your computer for all sorts of stuff. I could do 122. See how it keeps finding more and more stuff? Still searching. I got my little bar up here. This is going across. So if you know where something is, it's a quicker search if you actually go there. But as you can see, it's hard to find stuff because a lot of times it makes a huge list, or you have to wait a long time. So if you know where you're looking and it's like in your documents folder, you could do that. This will search the whole computer. But even better than waiting and randomly doing that is I can really speed up my search results if I do more things than just type in a name. Like if I know that I'm searching for a folder, you can say, you can put that keyword in there. Okay, so I can do, where's your, oh, they're there, 122 stuff. Okay, where's the refine part? Let me find that. Okay, so one thing you can do is just search by type. So you can do a .doc and look for any Word docs in here. Okay, you could do, you could search for PDFs. .pdf. Wonder if there's any in here. You could look for batch files, right? I think if I put type, and you can look for a batch file that way and search in your whole computer for any batch files it has. I think we should have one, right? Let's see if it finds it. So you can look for malicious files that way. Another thing you can do to make your searches better is use a search tools tab. So this is something you want to do when you're locking down a computer, is you want to make sure, like if you know a day something happened on, or you know an owner that did something bad. If I find one thing on my computer that's bad, I want to use my search feature to find any other thing they did. So, geez, this is taking a while. It's going to find it eventually, but I'm getting impatient. All right, I'll wait. I've waited this long. Go green bar. Let's look ahead while we're doing that. So yeah, this search bar right here is what we're going to use, search tools, as soon as this is done. And you can pick things by type. It can help you pick the day something happened on. And you can use extra words, like I want a batch file that has certain word in it. Come on, finish. Do, 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 do. Oh man, I thought I was going to stop there. It's going to make it all the way to here. I hope I typed that in right after all that. Let me look. Does it have the type down here? Oh, it's kind, not type. All that time I just wasted. It's type, it's kind. There we go, look. Anyway, this search tools. If you click this, you can search for what type. If I just want to look for folders that have the word 122. So if I knew I had a folder on my computer called 122, it's not going to search for everything. It's just going to search for only folders that contain 122, right? So you can use the kind button, or you can go in here and do it by size if you want to look for like really big things, right? Giant things on my computer that you think, oh, something's slowing my computer down. You can look by name or folder path, or where's the date? Here, date modified. If I know something bad happened today, I can be like, okay, search my computer for anything that happened today. And you can either do that by using the search bar, or up here, if you just remember how to type it in. Oh, it's doing both of these? I don't want both of these. I just want the date modified. Okay, it was combining my searches. Date modified, colon, today. And you can pick any day you want. So if I found something bad on my computer, I would want to know what's been modified today. Looks like my info, my storage, certificates, antivirus setup. That must have happened when I just turned it on. So you have a bunch of stuff that was messed with today. You can probably search by owner, right? Let me clear that out. And you can pick an owner to search for. You can search by the owner being administrator and see what files that person. So if I had somebody who did something bad, I could search the day it happened. I could search by who did it, the owner. So using this this kind filter, this is super useful in finding all the bad stuff that's on your computer. There's also another thing called a wildcard. If you know the word first is somewhere in it, but you don't know if there's something before it or something after it, you can use this key, asterisk. See how I typed an asterisk? If I knew I typed something with the word first, and it can be in the file, or it can be in the title, or it can be in the folder name, if you put that little star in there, it can start with something else. We typed in like my first document. Well, this star means something else can come in front of it. And see how it picked up the word first in that random setup file? Well, it's searching through and finding anything that has the word first in it, and it's allowed to have stuff before it. This is called a wildcard, which means I don't care what's before it, I just care that it has the word first somewhere in it. And it'll find it. If I did first and, I think we do capital and, date modified today, now it'll search when I use the and word, it'll search for just files that have the word first in it and they were made today or modified today. You can also use the word or. I'll be like, I want anything that was made by this owner or contains the word, suspicious or something like that. So there it is, my first text file. This was the only one that had the word first in it, and it was made today. So it had both of them. Now if you put or in there, you're going to get anything that was made today or anything that had the word first in it. So that's a couple things on searching. You got wildcards, you can search by date, you can search by type or kind, I guess. You can use the words or, you can use the words and. So go through there, try those out. Wildcard, you could just do a simple kind of with a star and it'll search for every kind. It'll search for every date modified. Wildcard is like, it could do anything. So yeah, you could do kind equals bat, or just kind is bat. Find all batch files on your computer. You can also use the word not. So there's tons of stuff there. Make sure you take your time. Use the search function. It is super useful, especially in our future projects. Adios.